Well, hello. Today is Pesach Sheni, which is the second Pesach, meaning that it's a month after Pesach, after the Passover, and so we have a chance to do some of the things again that we did on Pesach, like eating matzah. And anyway, we have a reading today from Positive Word Power. This is from this is building a better world with the words you speak. So this is for the 14th of ER, and let's take a look at it right now. Okay. Anyway, this is here. You can see it. Positive Word Power. The Torah's wisdom on human interaction, arranged for daily study. So let's take a look at this here. Image transplant. There is a saying that, quote, love is blind, meaning that a person who loves someone cannot see that person's flaws. On the other hand, dislike tends to endow people with microscopic vision, enabling them to detect the smallest indications of fault in the object of their dislike. When that happens, one's mind switches into critic mode. The moment the person comes into view, quote, there he is, talking too loudly. There she is, bragging about her children. He's crude, stingy, dishonest, unfriendly. All of this might be based on unpleasant interactions with the person, or it might be based on nothing more than superficial impressions. In either case, the probable result of your negative view of this person is that he will end up being the target of your onos devarim. That's a form of speech which we shouldn't be doing. Negative speech against other people. Onos devarim. Unless he is someone you would not dare insult, there is bound to come a time when your negative thoughts will turn into hurtful words. The Torah provides no special dispensation for insulting those we dislike. On the contrary, it demands that we try to love them. When the person seems to be so very unlikable, the commandment to love him can seem to be impossible to fulfill. However, with an open mind and an open heart, there is an effective strategy you can use. The first step is to realize that, with rare exception, every person has people in his life who love him and think well of him. They see attributes in him that you may not see or may see but choose to overlook. If you would sincerely like to avoid carrying around a dislike of this person, so let's see that again. They see attributes in him that you may not see or may see but choose to overlook. If you would sincerely like to avoid carrying around a dislike of this person, now is the time to think about his good attributes. The second step is to think about the fact that everyone has flaws. Just as you have been focusing on this other person's flaws, others could do the same to you. They could see your hard work as workaholism, your reserve as unfriendliness, your enthusiasm as loudness, your spiritual striving as fanaticism, and so forth. But that is not what you want others to see. Rather, you want them to accept you as you are and validate your vision of yourself. The other person, the one you can't stand, wants that too. He has a vision of himself not as a scoundrel, but as a good person doing his best to live a good life. Choose some positive aspect of this person's character and vividly imagine it. If he's friendly, imagine him smiling and laughing with someone. If he gives a lot of charity, picture him writing out a check to a worthy cause and handing it to a grateful recipient. Give him a new identity, Mr. Friendly, Mr. Helpful, Mr. Tzedakah. That's charity, Mr. Tzedakah. Now, whenever you see this person, call that picture to mind. Whenever you see this person, call that picture to mind. When you think about this person, think of him by his new name. Gradually, you will be able to remove your old negative image of that person and transplant a new positive image in its place. In other words, right now I will think of someone in my life who arouses a negative response in me and begin the process of, quote, an image transplant. An image transplant. So this is, so here we have the 14th of Iyar. You see, the Yud Dalet Iyar, that's the 14th of Iyar, which would be, that's Pesach Sheni. So anyway, so this is a very good book. This is called, from the Chavetz Chaim Heritage Foundation. This is called Positive Word Power. Building a Better World with the Words You Speak, the Torah's Wisdom on Human Interaction. This is arranged for daily study, and this is a pocket-sized edition, so this is very good. You can take it with you, take it in your briefcase to work or whatever. So, and it has every day you can learn lessons about the Torah's view on speaking the right way, in a positive way. So this is a very highly recommended book, Positive Word Power. Thank you very much. Be well. Thanks. Take care.